Do you know? Long ago, when the Israelites were under the rule of the Philistines, there lived a man named Manoah and his wife. They had no children, and they were very sad. One day, the Lord's angel appeared to Manoah's wife to tell, "You are barren and childless, but you are going to become pregnant and give birth to a son." Judges 13 verse 3. The angel said that the child must live under a special promise. He would be a Nazirite, dedicated to God from the womb, which meant he must never drink wine, eat anything unclean, and must not cut his hair, for he will start to deliver Israel from the Philistines, who is their enemy. As promised, the woman gave birth to a boy and named him Samson. When he grew, the Spirit of the Lord began to stir him. Judges 13 verse 25. Samson's marriage and the riddle. Judges 14. When Samson turned into a young man, he saw a beautiful Philistine woman in the town of Timnah and wanted to marry her. His parents were worried, but God had a plan even in this. On his way to see her, a young lion came roaring toward him. Then the Spirit of the Lord came powerfully upon him, so that he tore the lion apart with his bare hands. Judges 14 verse 6. Later, when Samson passed by the lion's carcass, he found a swarm of bees and some honey inside it. He took the honey and ate it. From this strange event, he made a riddle for his wedding guests. Out of the eater came something to eat. Out of the strong came something sweet. Judges 14 verse 14. When his wife tricked him into revealing the answer of the riddle, Samson became angry. The Spirit of the Lord again came upon him, and he struck down 30 Philistines to pay his debt. Samson's revenge. Judges 15. At one time when the Philistines wronged him again, Samson caught 300 foxes, tied their tails together in pairs, fastened torches between them, and sent them running through the Philistines' grain fields, burning everything down. When the Philistines learned that it was Samson who did it, they were furious and came to attack him with 1,000 warriors. But the Spirit of God empowered Samson, and using just a jawbone of a donkey, he fought against them, killing every man standing. With a donkey's jawbone I have made donkeys of them. With a donkey's jawbone I have killed 1,000 men. Judges 15 verse 16. Exhausted by the fight, he was very thirsty, and cried out to God. The Lord miraculously gave him water from the hollow of the jawbone, and Samson's strength returned. Samson and Delilah. Judges 16. Years later, Samson fell in love again, this time with a woman named Delilah, from the valley of Sorek. The Philistine rulers promised her silver if she could discover the secret of Samson's great strength. Many times she queried him, and 3 times he deceived her. But finally, worn down by her persistence, Samson told her the truth. "No razor has ever been used on my head," he said, "because I have been a Nazirite dedicated to God from my mother's womb. If my head were shaved, my strength would leave me." Judges 16 verse 17. Delilah soothed him to sleep, and when he was deep asleep, she cut his hair and called the Philistines. They seized him, squeezed out his eyes, and took him to prison in Gaza, where he was forced to grind grain, mocked and spat, laughing at him. "Where is your God now?" But there was hope. His hair began to grow again. Judges 16 verse 22. Samson's final act of faith. Judges 16 verses 23 to 30. On the day of celebration, The Philistine leaders gathered in the temple of their god Dagon and showed to their people that their God is more powerful than the God of Israel. They brought Samson out to mock him. Blind and weak, Samson asked the servant to place his hands on the two central pillars that supported the temple. Then he prayed one final prayer. "Sovereign Lord, remember me. Please, God, strengthen me just once more, that I may with one blow get revenge on the Philistines for my 2 eyes." Judges 16 verse 28. With all his strength, Samson pushed against the 2 pillars. The temple collapsed, killing Samson and thousands of Philistines inside who were mocking him and his God. Thus he killed many more when he died than while he lived. Judges 16 verse 30. His family later came to retrieve his body and buried him in his father Manoah's tomb. Moral of Samson's story: God gives everyone a purpose before we are born. Disobedience can lead to downfall, but God's mercy remains. Real strength comes from God, not from our own power. Even after failure, God can still redeem those who turn back to Him.